founder and editor-in-chief of Shining Light Press, where we tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And as you know, we recently did an interview with Gubernatorial candidate of New Mexico, David Gordon. The first interview, we had to cut it off a bit early because of time scheduling conflict, but now we are back with our second interview where we're going to discuss more of the issues at hand affecting New Mexico and a little bit of issues nationwide. So, David Gordon, welcome back.
Well, thank you so much, Freddie. It's an honor to be back once again, and again, I apologize for having to cut us a little short. To be honest, I wasn't fully ready for an hour interview. I was getting a little worn out, and my microphone situation was a little awkward, so I was having a little trouble. But hey, thanks again for letting me come back.
No problem, no problem. And this won't be as long, won't be an hour long, but we'll see how that goes.
Sure.
All right, so previously we had talked about the border situation. People call it a crisis. Every day it seems like there are leaked photos of children in cages, and they have, like, I guess some sort of blanket, but it looks like some sort of, like, saran wrap or aluminum foil. And many people are saying there are so many people coming in, they're not being accounted for, we don't know who they are, and they're giving court dates for some of the asylum seekers, but many are not showing up. And many people are describing it as a really bad situation, and some are arguing that the Biden administration is not taking any blame. They're trying to blame the previous Trump administration when we never saw something like this at our level. So in terms of New Mexico, once we get there, what is the thing we should do, especially on our side, because we are a border state? If you are governor, what's the thing that you would do to find what this problem is and find a solution?
Well, like by the contentions, I like to say the answer is in the room. In this case, the answer is certainly in the state. There are people on the ground that know exactly what we should do. Primarily, I think we're looking at massive federal interference, which is typical. And those poor kids are getting shipped off to God knows where. I've heard that there are many foster child care homes that are opening up across the nation without much oversight, just in that it's a desperate situation. And so these kids are getting shipped off to foster homes. I am not convinced that all foster homes are safe by any means. What happens is those kids are then, they may be abused there, or they're on the path for that somehow, and they run away. And when they run away, they're gone forever. Then we would even ask, did they really want to run away? These are trafficked people. There's no reason a bunch of children decided to make the hike from anywhere to the border to get into America. Now, I don't even know if they know that much about it, and they certainly don't know the language generally. The point being that it's extremely challenging. So the likelihood of them doing that on their own initiative is extremely unlikely. It seems it's just one big system for importing children, and then certainly the others' families and so forth, and there's not a lot of supervision. The folks they come in and are slightly processed and then shipped out into America one way or another, and how, when, and who's doing it. Again, I'd leave that to the experts on the ground, but obviously New Mexico is going to have to take their own initiative, much like Texas is doing now, to secure their border in ways that the federal government refuses to. What that all implies and what the exact circumstances of that are, I can't say, but I will tell you that the best approach lies within the minds of the people who are on the ground in that situation. And I think that speaks to the general ideas of how I conduct this administration. I'm not here to provide all the answers. I don't have all of them. But by God, we will find them. Again, the answer is within the state. I think we have some very, very qualified people in the important positions. And maybe they're not the number one person in that position. Maybe, down the hierarchy a little bit, somebody